Good morning, welcome to Catex TV. My name is Frank Fortunato. Today is Friday, April 3rd, 2015. It's Good Friday in the Christian faith. Stock markets in the United States and elsewhere are closed today. If you want to follow us on Twitter, go to Catex TV. The co-pilot of the doomed Germanwings flight that crashed 60 miles north of Nice repeatedly sped up the plane as he used the automatic pilot to descend the Airbus 320 into the Alps. The chilling new detail was found on an initial reading of the plane's flight recorder, which was discovered the day before yesterday. It strengthens the investigators' initial suspicions that the co-pilot, Andreas Lubitz, intentionally destroyed the plane, committing suicide for himself and murdering the 149 other people on board the flight. The BEA, which is the investigating agency for the French aviation group, said preliminary reading of the data recorder showed that the pilot used the automatic pilot to put the plane into a descent and then repeatedly during the descent adjusted the automatic pilot to speed up the plane. Lubitz spent time online apparently researching suicide methods and cockpit door security in the week before the crash. This is the first evidence that the fatal descent may have been a premeditated act. German prosecutors said that the Lufthansa, Germanwings' parent company, knew that Lubitz 6 years ago had had an episode of so-called severe depression before he finished his flight training. Mounted officers and French gendarmes and trained dogs are continuing to search the crash site. When the terrain is fully cleared of human body parts and belongings, a private company will come in to take out the airplane debris. Yesterday there was news that the United States and the group of 5 countries had in fact executed a outline framework agreement with Iran on controlling their nuclear program. The main part of the agreement is that all of the parties have agreed to have a formal document in June. Meanwhile, the oil price market reacted sharply, with Brent crude, the global oil benchmark, dropping about 4% this morning in commodities market in Europe. The West Texas Intermediate, the U.S. oil standard, was down about 2%. Iran has historically been one of the world's major oil producers, and an easing of the economic sanctions on the country could bring millions of barrels of additional new crude oil into the marketplace, which is already saturated. Authorities in Louisville, Kentucky have made more than 100 water rescues early today after some 6 inches of rain was dumped on the city overnight. 6 inches of rain equals about 60 inches of snow, if in fact it had been cold enough to snow. 116 water rescues have been made since 1 a.m. The National Weather Service says that a flash flood warning is in effect today for north central Kentucky. In the Philippines, Super Typhoon Maysak has weakened a bit more as it's moved closer to the Philippines. It's now expected to make landfall on Sunday evening. It's slowed down with maximum sustained winds now of 100 miles per hour and gusts of about 120 miles per hour. It's expected to make landfall over the eastern coast of Aurora-Osabela Sunday night and will exit the Philippine area by Monday night. They're expecting moderate to heavy rainfall within a 120-mile radius of the typhoon. Aon Benfield, according to Insurance Insider, is saying that, hold on a minute, the mid-year renewals might see an increase in the demand for reinsurance. Whether this is wishful thinking or not, we don't know. Aon Benfield's report is highlighting the nearly 400,000 policies that have been depopulated from the Florida state-backed primary insurance company Citizens since last June as evidence of, quote, reinsurance-enabled growth. Aon Benfield is suggesting that growth opportunities for reinsurers could come from insurers looking to reduce existing coverage from Florida's cat bond fund, as well as potentially replacing expiring insurance-linked securities with traditional reinsurance options. Well, from your lips to God's ears. Tokio Millenium Re has appointed a new CEO. Stephen Ruff took over yesterday as head of the firm founded in Bermuda 15 years ago. Ruff has worked for the company since 2011. He's going to be based in Switzerland. He's taking over from Tatsuhiko Hoshina, who is one of the co-founders of the firm and now a member of the board of directors. The Chinese Navy has appeared off the coast of Yemen. They've evacuated 225 foreign nationals, as well as almost 600 Chinese citizens from the port of Aden in the southern part of Yemen, which of course has been ransacked lately with military action. The Saudi Arabian Air Force has been bombing opponents of the current president. The evacuees were transported by Chinese naval frigates across the Red Sea to Djibouti, where they are being put on planes. China says this is the first time its military has gone to the rescue of foreign nationals from a danger zone. The Chinese took 176 people from Pakistan. There were also a number of people from other countries, including Singapore, the UK, Italy, and Germany. Very interesting news. China said that it had acted at the request of relevant countries. It's the first time the Chinese government has taken special action to help with the evacuation of foreign citizens, i.e. non-Chinese citizens, in dangerous areas. Well, this is a good thing. We'll see. Happy Easter, everybody. We will be back on Monday. Thank you for watching. If we have any breaking news, we'll come back and tell you.